What is up, Moose Knuckles? JJ back here from Up Pure Bets with another free pick for you. Tonight's going to be Major League Baseball for Friday, July the 22nd. Game's going to be played between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. Going for the Phillies is Kyle Gibson, and for the Cubs is Justin Steele. Current betting spread is Phillies minus 130, total 9. Well, got a few things to discuss here. It was nice to cash the last bet from Friday night over 8 with some bullpen help in Texas, Seattle. I did feel like I kind of jinxed the Yankees, though, because I was at that game and it went to extra innings and they had multiple chances with like the bases loaded, less than 2 outs to win the game on a walk-off fashion and didn't. But, regardless, it was a good time. Always fun to be in the bleachers for Yankee games, and it's been quite a while for me. So good stuff all around. Now, the over 8 with the Texas win, it was nice to see that get home late, with the bullpen being part of the cap. So, you kind of love to see it. And yes, we're back here in the morning. So what does that mean? The coffee's back, right? Oh, holy shit, that's hot. Sometimes you underestimate that, right? And I know you might be like, oh, well, the white hat worked last week. Why not go back to it? The plain white cap. This week it's the plain black cap. This is like my I hang around schools look. LOL. I'm kidding, folks, for all you, pedo, whatever's. It's a joke. Relax. I only hang out on schools like a few days a week. All right, so a little break in the sports world, right? I mean, good for the mind and soul. Unless you're me, who donated more money to the clay swing in tennis. I mean, such a brutal stretch for me on the dirt in that sport. It's really skewed my profits all year across other sports. It's like I say that we don't profit every season in every sport. When I say we, I'm meaning like all sports bettors. I'm going to be more clear on pregame action, right? A lot of bettors are able to make a lot more money, maybe live, or maybe, you find flavors of steam and that's the way you make money. Regardless, whether you're a model guy, gal, algo guy, gal, or even if you're just, an eye test person, at times those things aren't going to be on par for you in samples. And sometimes it even is on par, but you're just not getting the results, based on the volume that you're betting. Needless to say, all you can do is keep the head up and stick to your processes. Look, I hope you all enjoyed the few days off in sports. Maybe you took up like arts and crafts classes or like, I don't know, like hot yoga classes. Maybe you even dabbled with the impact of spark plugs on your nipples. Look, this is a judge-free zone. We don't judge here, so whatever you're into, we're into. In other news, sports is back. So let's talk on some bases here. In this spot, I really like this game over the number of 9. Got this minus 105 DK. It's like I often say, as this is the way I like to handicap this sport for profiting on totals, whether it's overs or unders. This year, I found a little more profitability on the overs end, but you guys know that years prior, I've been more of an unders guy. But again, you ebb and flow as the market ebbs and flows, right? I mean, you kind of have to. It's been very fruitful for us this year, betting in this fashion. And look, it's profitable most years, but again, not every single season. This total at 9 in this park, in this heat with marginal starting pitchers and bullpens, such a juicy spot. Let's dig in, starting with Kyle Gibson. I am a big Kyle Gibson guy, despite obviously him getting up there in age and losing velo, but he's always been a good location guy, and he's always been good at home. Something just hasn't been right with him though for some time now. Now he did have back-to-back good starts coming into the All-Star break, but it's truly tough to quantify those starts with much longer, uglier data behind it. Now, the Cubs may be a good spot for him to throw another good start, but he's just a tough pitcher to trust these days, and especially, adding the element of this type of heat in this ballpark. And as for Justin Steele on the Cubs end, he's been pretty good as well. He's a lefty that's actually been decent against righties. And look, any left-handed pitcher that's going to have good numbers overall, whether they're surface or advanced, whatever, is likely going to be because they're good on righties. Most lefties are good on lefties. He'll draw quite a squad of righties here against Philly, though, and it'll test him upon this return from All-Star break. As for lineups here, this Cubs lineup isn't bad by any means, as they currently have a near full bill of health. But this team's not certainly playing for much in the second half, but they have capable bats for sure. Philly certainly trumped them with their bats and should find plenty of wiggle room on the base pass today. As for the pens, the Phillies pen has actually come a long way, but we know how susceptible this pen can be. And as for the Cubbies, this pen is a near bottom feeder and still rarely gets past 6 innings. I'd expect to see bullpens get 5 to 6 collective innings here. Now, the reason why I didn't jump on Gibson at home here at minus 130, it just feels like a thick number based on what we've seen from Gibson in the past. But again, maybe you could argue for some value. Maybe you could argue the Phillies should be like minus 150 here. Me personally, I capped this at sub 120. So for me, actually value starting to grow on the Cubs. But, for me, obviously this line, I expect Philly to be chalky in this spot. So this line might move, but needless to say, I do prefer the over. Now, I briefly hinted at weather, and yes, it will be warm, a heat wave, as the cool kids may say. Real temperature feel of 95, wind blowing out to right center, actually, at about 10 miles an hour. And overall, this is a spot play for me at this field in this weather with average starting pitchers, average bullpens, and what I would consider slightly above average collective lineups. I feel confident that over an entire season, these games in this exact scenario will play over 9 in this park. Again, we get 2 decent lineups, 2 susceptible bullpens to boot. So, yes, I fired over 9 DK New Jersey, minus 105. May the odds be ever in our favor. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. Create some fake accounts more. Thumbs up. If you did not enjoy, I hope you shit down your pants. As always, drop comments below your thoughts on the vid. Let me know who you're betting for this busy Friday slate. Don't be shy in the comment section. As you guys know, the water is warm. As for this weekend, I'll be back Saturday with a live show. I know, first one in 2 weeks. I know. Buckle up. And then I'll be back on Sunday with Joey and Holden for another live show. Again, breaking down the previews slate for MLB with best bets. Then I'll be back with Kegger and Coop talking NASCAR on Sunday after the MLB show. Speaking of Kegger, he'll be around for UFC and NASCAR like usual with plenty of content. With all that said, be sure to gamble responsibly, stay safe, and run pure, folks.